Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can solve a 2x2 Rubik's Cube. So let's get right into it. Now you might have seen my 3x3 tutorial, which I have linked in the description. And if you know how to solve a 3x3, you also can solve a 2x2 because it's basically just the corners of a 3x3. But the 2x2 method I'm going to show you today is a lot easier to memorize than just solving the corners of a 3x3. And it's a lot better for beginners. Now if you want to get a good magnetic budget 2x2 that's only $7 US, I'll have a link in the description down below of this cube that I'm using right here. So let's get right into the tutorial. Now this tutorial consists of 3 steps to solve a 2x2. 1 is solving the whole first layer like this. 2 is putting all the corners in their correct positions, like I have here when I have these 2 corners right and these 2 just need a corner twist to be in their correct position. And then 3 is obviously solving it like this. So I have my cube scrambled right here, and what you want it to look like after the first step is to have this whole first layer done, just like that. So what you want to do first is choose a corner that has the white side on it. So this would be a white corner, this would be considered a white corner, and then this one would, and this one would too. So those are all white corners. So you just want to pick one of them and put that white corner on the bottom. So you want the white to be facing the bottom, just like I have right here. Next, what you want to do is you want to choose another white corner that's on the top layer. So I have this one or this one. I'll choose this one right here. Now you want to compare the 2 corners. So they both have white, obviously, but they also both have a similarity of blue. And if the 2 corners have similar colors, so since they both have blue, you want to put this corner right on this side, and you want to put it right above where it's supposed to go. So as you guys can see, this corner can go right there because it matches the blue, and you can tell that this corner goes right here because they both have the similarity in blue, and the blue side is right here. Now what you want to do is you want to put this corner right above where it's supposed to go, and then you want to put that corner on the top right. So you want to rotate so this is on the top right, and you want this corner to go right in this spot. So how you do this algorithm goes like this. It's right layer up like that, upper layer clockwise, right layer down, upper layer counterclockwise, and you repeat that algorithm until this corner is in its spot. Right layer up, upper layer clockwise, right layer down, upper layer counterclockwise. And now we have this corner and this corner in their spots. So both the blue corners are in their spots. Now in that step, if you came upon a corner that was not matching and it did not have any of the similar colors besides white, that would mean that you need to put that corner on the diagonal spot. So for example, if I wanted to insert the white, red, and green corner, and I only had this white, orange, and blue corner, and they have no matching colors except for white, then I would know that this one would need to go in the diagonal spot. Since they have no matching colors, it need to go in the diagonal spot across from this one. So now you just repeat the steps like you did before for putting a corner in. So we choose this corner because it's one that has white and it's on the top layer. We find the similar colors to the other ones, and it doesn't have any similar colors to this one right here besides the white. And you want to look for similar colors that aren't white. So it could be green, blue, red, or orange. So you want to look for similar colors of that. And this one doesn't have any, so we know it needs to go diagonal. Now, if we search on this one just to check, we know that it has red that's matching and the white. So we want to put this one on the red side of that corner. So we also know that it goes here. Now we do the algorithm, and putting this corner in this spot right here, we do that algorithm until this corner is solved. And now we have it in its spot right there. Now we have our last white corner that's right here, and we need to put it in this spot right here. So how you do that is you can just eliminate all the other corners, and for the last one we know it needs to go right here because it also has the greens matching and the oranges matching. So we put it in right here. And now we have our whole first layer solved just like I showed you on this one. Now if you come across a case like this where you don't have your whole bottom layer solved but the top layer has no white corners left, and you see a corner needs to be twisted or needs to be taken out, then how you do that is you put this on the bottom right spot, and then what you do is you do the algorithm once, and that will take it out, and then you can just do it until it gets inserted into its spot like that. Now once you have your whole first layer done like that, the next step is to put all of their corners in the right positions, like I can see here where I have this corner in its right spot, which you can tell. This one in its right spot because if you ignore the other one, it just needs to be twisted. This corner just needs to be twisted, and that one just needs to be twisted too. So all the corners are in their right spots, where all they need is one twist just like that to be correct. Now how you do this is what you need to do is you want to put one of these corners in its correct spot where it just needs a twist. So I'll choose this one right here, and it needs to go in this spot, which is the red and blue one, and you can tell because as you can see if I twist it here, that makes it solved. Now how you want to look at this is you should have either 1, 2, or 4 corners correct. And if you have 4 corners correct, that means you skip this step, but in this case, as you can see, I have 2 and I need to swap these two. Now, you only want one, and if the two are diagonal, you can just do the algorithm that I'm going to show you later because you can't fix it if the two are diagonal. But since these two are next to each other, and they're both in their right spots, I want to choose a different one, which could be any of these two. So I'll choose this one right here. And as you can see, none of the other corners are in their right spots. So then you do this one algorithm to solve the rest of the corners. And the algorithm goes like this. But first, what you need to do is you want to keep this corner in the top right spot. So you want to keep the correct corner that just needs a corner twist to be solved in its top right spot. And you do this algorithm that goes like this. It's upper layer clockwise, right layer, just like that. Then you do the same thing with your left hand, upper layer counterclockwise, left layer up. Then you do the same thing but down with your right hand, like this. And then you do the same thing with your left hand, like that. And now as you can see, all my corners are in their correct spots, just like this. So if you came to the spot where your diagonal corners were correct, then what you would need to do is just do that algorithm once, and that would get you to a different case. Now, if you still haven't had all your corners in their correct spots, just do that algorithm one more time, just like I showed you, keeping this one in its correct spot, and then your corners should be solved. So that's the second step to solving a 2x2. So now that all your corners are in their correct spots, the last step is to solve it like I have here. So how you do this is, what you want to do is to put the white layer on top, and then your unsolved layer should be on the bottom. Now remember the algorithm I taught you before, which goes R, U, R prime, U prime, just like that. How you want to do this is you want to put an unsolved corner in the bottom right spot. So for example, if this one was like that, that would mean it's solved. So you don't want the yellow to be facing the bottom, you want the yellow to be facing the side, and you put one of those corners in this spot, that's the bottom right. Now, conveniently, none of my white corners are solved, but if I was in that case, I'd want to put a white corner that's not facing the bottom in this spot. Then what you do is you do the RU, R prime, U prime algorithm until this corner is solved. And you want to make sure you finish off your U prime, because this one could still be solved and pointing to the bottom even if your U prime isn't finished off. But you want to make sure you finish off your U prime because that could offset the rest of them. Then what you want to do is you want to move the down layer like this until another unsolved corner is in that spot, and then you want to repeat the process. Next, what you want to do is you want to do it again, and as you can see, these two are solved, so I want to do it again with this one. And lastly, I have this one solved, so I want to do it with the last one right here. And now as you can see, I have my 2x2 solved. So those are the 3 steps you need to know. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope this video helped you learn how to solve your 2x2 Rubik's Cube. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe, and also make sure to check out the other videos I have on this channel. This channel is all about speed cubing, so you might want to check out some of the videos I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.